just dusty right now, you know?
Just need a little bath, that's it.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Running in red lights sideways. In the parks, streets. Brothers keep dying, but I drop the back and let the sparks keep flying. My daddy want me to take the Dayton's off the Dodge, cause the bass says keep breaking in the garage.
Yeah. This is the first test too. We haven't even.
It's alive!
Yeah, you gotta spin the drum. Spin it. Because you're gonna feel the drum.
Man, what it do? This your boy Janky J behind the camera. Man, I'm just out here hanging out with my boys today. The 24/7 crew. We got my man right here, Alex.
What's up, guys?
WAXN 24/7. I know y'all done seen him on the Instagram. Y'all see him at work right now. Man, I know you at work, but man, let me get a few words from you real quick, man. Let the people know what you got going on right now. What you doing?
Basically, we're getting this paint flat. When I mean flat, I don't mean in color. I mean we're getting this paint flat. Any little depths, any little imperfections. Getting this little block that I have here. This one I customized. I cut in half myself. We wrap it around this, and basically what we want to do is we want to flatten this paint. We don't want to burn through this paint. We want to flatten it.
This is a 67, right?
68.
Oh, 68. My bad.
Yes.
My bad. I'm tripping.
Not a lot of parts on the car, so you know.
Yeah, I couldn't see them tail lights. Let me ask you a question real quick, man. I know you busy, man, but it looked like you got a lot of work ahead of you real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So before you get started, man, I came over here because I was in the area and I wanted to pull up on you. But it's some things I wanted to ask you real quick, man, that I think the people at home might need to hear and stuff real quick. So, my perspective, there's a difference between a car wash and a car detail, and I know a lot of people don't understand that, so they'll hit to me, you're not a car washer. You do detail.
I don't like to be. That's what I came from.
No, you can wash cars, but you're way above that. So if you can just real quick, just let the people know, what is the difference between a car wash and a detail?
First of all, hours and money.
Right.
Those are the two different things. Is a car wash take you about 10 minutes. Go in there. If you want, you can go back around. It'll be 15 minutes max. Then you vacuum it, whatever. We take the time out as detailers and as me detailing. It takes me sometimes 1, 5, 10 hours to get a car detailed. I mean, there's just so many things. I mean, there's things inside here not a lot of people are looking at. Not, you know, I mean, everybody just look at the car. Oh, the car's beautiful. It has designs on it. Car has a nice little flake on it. But there's things inside here, inside these cracks. When I open this door up, there's shit in here that you do not want to see. You want it to be clean. And a lot of times, that's what I go after. And that's why a lot of times people are like, I just want a quick car wash for 25 bucks. That's fine. 25 bucks is not a big deal. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there, a lot of hungry car wash dudes out there that'll do it for 25 bucks. But when you get someone that knows what they're doing and they know how to execute a job with knowledge and not fucking up your shit, not using dirty rags. That's the main thing, is a detailer will never use a dirty rag. You might go to a car wash and they might have like 10 rags and there's 15 guys there, and those guys are using those 10 rags between them, and it's cool, but it's just dirty. You're creating swirl marks inside your
I was about to say that. I went to a car wash the other day and I left because I seen them they had regular towels.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, and they get the towels, they cut them in half. I've been there. I've worked at these places. I worked at a lot of car washes and a few detail spots, and that's kind of the difference of what I've learned is the rag issue. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys just get towels, they cut them in fours, and there you go. Here we go. You know what I mean? Let's roll. But that's not what we do. Basically, like this job, I mean, this one side here has taken me 3 days, 10-hour days.
What exactly are y'all doing to this particular car?
Basically, this car came in parts. A lot of the parts are on the car and off the car. There's no hood. There's no front end. There's some stuff in the back that's not there. The hydraulic setup was redone by my brother Dr. Muggz and my brother Bubba. They reconfigured all that stuff out. I mean, there's a couple things on here that are loose. We're just basically getting the track, putting all the nice hardware back on there, and just basically making this car get off the line and roll. This car is not able to drive or anything like that.
Has this car ever been out?
Never.
No. Okay, so it's just it's a fresh build, and y'all are doing all the maintenance, getting it ready.
Yes, that's exactly what this is. This is basically a maintenance job. We're basically umping everything up, making sure that this car is a lowrider worthy. If everybody knows, lowriders are detailed clean.
Right.
Whether you got primer, whether you got rusted day-ins, I mean, it don't matter. Like when you have a lowrider, like it needs to be clean, and that's the standard of what WAXN 24 everything is. Just WAXN 24/7 is just clean. That's what we want. We want everything we can possibly touch. It needs to be detailed clean. That's our standard, and we're sticking to it. We ain't sitting here trying to make the money, and I mean, of course it is the money, but we're not sitting here trying to, upsell anybody. When I tell people prices, some people come with me, some people don't. It's all on prices. You know what I mean? It's all on who's gonna pay. Who knows who. WAXN 24/7. We do not discriminate on anybody. Whatever you got primer, you got patina, you got a show car. You got a car that doesn't really go. I mean, like this one. I mean, let us know what's up. We can get that car started. Guaranteed have that car back on the boulevard with no less than a few months. You know what I mean? Give or take, depends on what kind of build we get. But for the most part, I'm a detailer. This is the kind of stuff we do. This is the kind of stuff I do. And hopefully you guys will see me soon, and we'll come out with some other badass projects and some badass, I guess, stories for you guys, you know what I mean? Show you guys how we do it, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different people, they do it their own way, but this is how we do it.
That's right. Man, I appreciate that, bro. Hey, so again, this process is what? Is this called color sanding?
We call this color sanding, wet sanding. Color sanding is a little bit different. You have when you have color sanding, you're basically taking the color off. And that color would be, a red, a blue. This car actually has clear, so we wet sand this. Not a lot of people on their cars get their car color sanded buffed. The painters that they go through, they do a great job, and they basically don't need that step. There's some guys out there that do need that step. Not everybody's a badass. Can lay paint, like glass. But even when you do get a car that's painted like glass, there's nothing like getting that car, wet sanding it down, and throwing a nice polish on it, because the gleam on that car, the depth in that car, you'll see the body lines completely different. So that's why I suggest a lot of you guys out there that got badass cars, you got some orange peel, some alligator skin looking, get it color sanded, get it wet sanded. You know what I mean? See what you come out with, and you might have a show paint job by the time it's done. You know what I mean? Guaranteed, like this one. So you guys will see this one hopefully in a couple weeks. It's gonna be out.
All right, I'm gonna stick around for a little while if y'all don't mind. Get some, a few shots. But I can come back when this is done.
Oh yeah, you're gonna come.
Because I know the people gonna want to see
it. We're
it.
gonna pick you up, dog.
Okay, that's even better.
That's gonna pick everyone up.
That's what's up.
Take this bitch for a drive and see how this bitch does on the boulevard.
Hey man, we gotta give a shout out to the owner real quick. Who's
the homie Ruben up in Riverside.
Okay.
Thanks, homeboy. Appreciate the and this is the type of guy, man, that he's really meticulous on his shit. A lot of this work he does himself. You know what I mean? But he was like, damn, homie, you guys get down, and you fools are young homies, so I'm going to give you guys a fucking canvas to do. So we were like, let's do it. He's up in Riverside. Bring this car all the way down. We're right here in the city of Whittier, Montebello area. So, you know what I mean? When you guys see this shit, he's going to be right off the boulevard, ready to hit this shit.
I'll be looking for it. I'll be looking for it for sure. But I appreciate you, Alex. I don't want to take up all your time.
Oh, not even. No worries, bro.
This one's bare bones. You can get it jacked up in the front. I'm cool with that.
This is gonna be a bad ride, y'all. Y'all see, this gonna be a bad ride. Chrome everything. Man, it got chrome transmission.
Yeah.
Look at this. He not playing. Y'all see the
I'm gonna need this big socket right here.
Muggz, what you tell me you was doing right now?
Right now, doggy. Right now we had a little issue. Right now, homeboy, I got the car like in pieces, you know. So I'm just redoing the tightening up and you know, adjusting everything, making sure all the ball joints are properly tightened. You know, I didn't really do none of this work. I'm just retouching up all this work, you know, making sure that when homie's on the boulevard, he ain't got no you know, bad vibration in his car, you know. But right now I'm having like problems with his drum, you know. This is like a whole chrome drum system, so I gotta redo all the cotter pins and shit. Just retouch it up, bro, you know, making sure this shit's fully tightened down, you know, dog. So
Low rider maintenance.
Yeah, low rider maintenance, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I see a lot of people that they get out there, they get so happy they got their car on the boulevard, but they wonder why they shit break down because they
don't do these little maintenance issues, bro. That's why I call myself kind of the doctor, bro. I over exceed. I'll overlook in every little issue. Just because I'm doing, like, say, just a strut bar, I'm not going to oversee and make sure none of the steering boxes or the upper ball joints. I'm kind of just going to overlook it because, you know, like, this is a necessity that you're not, like, supposed to just do. You know, they didn't offer this back in the day. This is shit that foods did custom work to, you know. So you just got to, you know, go over it, bro. You know, make sure everything's fully tightened down, dog. You know, like little things like this, especially when you're dealing with chrome. See, chrome, you could put it on, bro, and there's always like that little layer of chrome in the back of it so that you didn't grind off or anything, you know, you didn't deburr it or anything. So you always got to deburr that shit, you know, and make sure that, you know, when you put that fresh chrome on, that shit sits flat, you know what I mean? So that's just what we're going to do right now. You know, Bubba, go ahead, bring me some stuff, you know?
Do y'all think, man, I'm going to try to step out the way. Just trying to get some of these, you know, little pointers out here for everybody.
Dog, you're good.
Before y'all get started, one more time, how often you think people should do maintenance? Like, just cause like I'm saying, what I see a lot is people wait till something is broke to fix it, and then they end up on side of the road on Sunday, and they never make it to the boulevard. How often should somebody check their stuff?
Dog, often you got to do it every time you go take your car out. So every time you take your car out, do that extra look. Go make sure all your posts are tight on your battery. Make sure there's not one loose. Make sure your steering feels good. Make sure a lot of foods be going out there janky and shit, dog. You know, to them it doesn't matter if their steering's a little loose, you know, which is fine, homie, you know. But if you want to be perfect, you know, then you gotta overlook some things. Take a little peek at your suspension. There's only one way these are supposed to be done, you know, so they already did it one way right, you know. So if you got a little issue on your suspension, you got battery issues, you know, you're always burning solenoids, there's a problem, you know, like, so once you address it, you know, that's why I say I'm the doctor, bro. You got to address the problem, you know. You yank that cancer out before it keeps setting other issues to the motor, the sounds, the juice setup, you know. So there's a lot, you know, to maintaining your car, you know. But the best thing to do is just overlook your car, you know. Even if you ain't got all the money, you know, like, just look at your car and make sure a fucking bolt's tightened, you know. That's the best thing to tell a lot of you cats that ain't got the cash, you know. So if you got a little bit of knowledge to kind of ranch, you know, shit, just kind of ranch your own shit, you know. If not, hit me up, Dr. Muggz, you know, and me and my brothers, you know, we'll fucking gladly help you guys get your right service, you know. Whatever your needs are to doing custom paint work. We don't really do the paint work and shit, you know, but my brother WAXN does all the full, you know, right when the paint gets on, he makes sure that shit's wet, you know. So we do that extensive care, we do interior care, we do the sounds, we do the juice, I could do motor work, you know, but that's a grease monkey, you know. So I'd rather just get the juice, you know, hit the switches, you know, for the ladies and shit, dog. That's my style. I like the switches, dog, and the sounds, you know. There ain't nothing like that when you got it in the lowrider, bro. But yeah, man, it's easy to maintenance, dog, you know. Just when you're at home barbecuing, Just fucking overlook your car. Make sure shit's tight.
10 minutes might save them 4 hours.
Yeah, bro. A lot of these cats got their cars rims falling off, you know. So you gotta overlook them, you know, and just make sure your shit's tight, you know. Little things like this, like this being loose, you know. This is a full show car, so you'll think like, oh man, like this car's fucking, you know, it's legit, it's ready to go. But little over things like this, I could have just threw the rim on and been good, you know. But you can't overlook things like that, you know? So you know, you'll learn, you know, you'll learn, bro. You know, everybody does. You know, it took me a long time to do this shit, you know. So, but yeah, bro, shit. This is the part I love, real quick. Bubba, everything's going good.
Everything's cool.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Running in red lights, sideways.
All the way? Yeah.
Street brothers keep dying, but I drop the back and let the smarts keep flying. My daddy told me to take the day.
Started my signal. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Break up in the garage and keep sagging.
This is the first test too. We haven't even.
It's alive. Y'all get to see the first test of the hydraulics. Now y'all see, man. It's good. All the people at home that don't build lowriders get to see how much work goes into these cars. Y'all see them all beautiful on the boulevard, but y'all never get to see this part of it. Y'all don't see what goes behind the building of these cars. It's a lot of work.
Swangin'. Yeah. What's up, KJ?
Take it down a little bit, bro. I'm gonna slam it.
Can't stop what?
Ready?
Gang banging. Hell yeah. Can't stop stealing all stars. Can't stop driving them gangster cars.
That's alright.
It's the year 2000 and I'm still a G. Cops don't want brothers loitering. Gangbangers drive by and start slaughtering. So they talk a lot of smack and write a fat ticket.
Lovely
But
said
I
that's
drive
not low
around the
enough.
corner.
It's not low enough, man.
Shit, gotta sell weed,
it's
shine,
a
and
little
crack,
bit
so
low.
I can have
You see how it was
in
right
case I break
here?
an axle. I turn my music to like an out to attract the crowd. Throw my hood out the window and the homeboys proud. Keep my gun high every time I die. Looking good for the hood when I play the
See that middle part of the
my homie, yeah. Change back it down for your extra change. Hit the switch on, boy, hit the switch. Stop acting like a little low biatch.
Yeah, I still need to clean up some of the cylinder pockets so you don't get like no squeaks and shit. That's one thing you can't have when you load right. You can't have no squeaks.
That's one of the worst. You pull up looking all good.
Oh man, you can hear a little.
Cali swangin'. Hey, I like to say what's up to Lil J too. What's happening, homeboy? What's going on? Can't stop.